Hello, I'm Kate Johnson, the CFA coordinator for the IECC. We have moved our emergency coordination centre from Burwood and we've moved in here to the IECC. This is a joint concept where CFA and DSC's emergency coordination for the state comes together in a combined room to meet the objectives for the Victorian community. We have multiple units in here at the IECC. We have the information unit. It's a joint unit where both CFA and DSC information officers sit side by side sharing the information that's getting put out to the community. Our media area is co-located where the teams come together producing the media releases, the website updates, coordinating the television and radio interviews. They're all done in a central location and combined when possible.
Welcome to the media area of the IECC. We've got a fully integrated operational centre happening here to handle all media inquiries and media management. Throughout last week, Thursday, we had over 500 media calls, and on Friday we had 690 media calls. We're working, as I said, very closely together to handle all those media calls, having joint spokespeople and also at times designated spokespeople for particular fires.
We have our joint situation unit where the situation officers from both agencies sit side by side, monitoring their own agency's activities but sharing the information when a new job or incident occurs. The concept in the IECC has been developed to include agency cells. There is a CFA cell, a DSC cell and a SES cell. Operating out of these cells are the state duty officers and the state coordinators that are responsible for the decision-making processes within their organisation. It's the only time that the agencies are really wearing their own hat in the whole room, and the room of the IECC acts as a service provider back to them, providing them with all the information that they need. There is also a joint incident management team desk which is staffed at any one time by either CFA or DSC, and that deals with the joint incident management teams that are already operating out in the field.
The CFA state coordinator's role here in the IECC is really to look at the global picture about what's happening at a state level. Certainly from an agency perspective, what's happening within CFA, keeping an overview of where our resources are, how we're tracking broadly, but certainly also interagency perspective. So we have a close liaison with the other emergency service organisations. We quite often meet with heads of other government departments to make sure that the issues that are impacting on us at a state level aren't just looked at from a single agency perspective. So if I give you a fire point of view, you'd understand that police are involved in roadblocks, you'd have Department of Human Services looking at welfare issues, DPI, Department of Infrastructure, etc., looking at transport routes, and it has really broad implications for the whole state, to making sure that communications are linked in, that ministers and premiers even at times aren't caught out of the loop, that they're fully aware of the issues that are going on and what's happening across the state, so they're prepared for any eventuality from a media perspective or from questions within Parliament. It really is quite a broad role, which is probably above actually the operations of the centre itself. It is probably trying to look at if you like, the helicopter view, that whole state perspective.
This is the state air desk. This is a function, the operational function of the state aircraft unit. What this does is receives the calls and does all the dispatches for the state fleet aircraft, so that's the likes of Elvis and the medium and light helicopters, the fixed wing bombers across the state. So someone will ring up, no different really than our CAD centre. They'll ring up and ring AAO and say we want a fire truck, or people ring here and say we want an aircraft. So we'll dispatch that and then help with the management of those incidents and those resources.